What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Shuggy from Shook Earth Media, and today we're talking about The Witcher Season 3, which just came out yesterday because I'm going to be posting this the day after. But I'm a Witcher fan. I love the video games. I'm a huge fan. I've read the first few books, but I'm not as much of a book fan. I'm mostly a game fan, to be honest, so I'm not going to be able to say how accurate this is to the books or anything like that. We're just going to kind of review the show on its own merits. But after the disaster that was the prequel series Blood Origin, I wanted to go into this season with an open mind, and I've only seen the first episode so far. And I gotta say, it's not as bad as Blood Origin. It is not. It's competently put together, but in my opinion, it's just a middle of the road, just okay show as of this first episode. I had my issues with season 2, things I enjoyed about it, but most of the story arc I would say was just filler. But one of the big problems with the show is I don't really care for Yennefer anymore, and this episode did nothing to really repair what she did at the end of last season by betraying Ciri and Geralt. This episode just kind of waves its hand and pretends that we don't care about that anymore. And I also don't really care for Jaskier anymore, aka Dandelion. So I love Henry Cavill as Geralt. Anytime he's on screen killing monsters, killing people, I love that part. But pretty much everything else, it's a slow episode. It builds up to a big battle scene at the end, and it was just kind of a slog to get through for me, and I didn't really care for it too much. I don't think it's terrible. I would give it like maybe a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. It's not as laughably bad as Blood Origin, but, that's a pretty low bar. So maybe the rest of the season will get better, though, and, despite my feelings thus far, I want to go into the rest of the season with an open mind, so we'll just review it as we go. But with that, we're going to get into the breakdown. So we start off with a teaser scene, and this is just pretty much serves to give us a little bit of action before the dialogue-heavy middle of the episode. We got Geralt taking down some guys who are looking for Ciri. And of course, that's the whole plot of this episode. People are coming to get Ciri, and Geralt has to fight them off. That's pretty much this whole episode in a nutshell. We get Geralt killing some people, and it's satisfying. I like Henry Cavill as Geralt. I like the character. It's fun to watch him killing people. But there's the final guys, like this professor guy, and Geralt kind of kills him in cold blood. It kind of felt a little wrong that he would just kill somebody unarmed like that. I don't know. Maybe it's accurate to the character, maybe it's not. It just felt wrong in the moment. I don't know that I would believe that he does that, but I guess he is protecting Ciri. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. But then we get kind of the opening of the episode, and they're going from house to house. They're getting chased out of their houses. Ciri's learning how to use magic, and I mean, this stuff is just kind of boring to me. I'm not really that enthusiastic about it. The effects are okay. But there's this whole thing between, obviously, Geralt and Yennefer. Like I mentioned before, Yennefer betrayed them in the end of the last season. And, Geralt's like a little upset. You're going to sleep in this other room, but I'm going to leave you mostly unsupervised with Ciri still, So it's just kind of this, and they're communicating via letters, and I just am not interested in the voiceover. I think it's very generic. The script in this show really lacks any wit or anything clever or funny. There's a couple things here or there that are okay, but it just doesn't have that extra flavor. It just feels very generic. Yennefer in particular, in the source material, is a very sophisticated character. And in the last season, they kind of had her acting like a petulant child, just upset because she didn't have magic. And, in the first season, they had this whole origin story for her, which really is just not necessary. It's distracting, in my opinion. I would have done without it. And here, now in season 3, we're trying to get Yennefer back to who she really is, and they don't do anything to earn the transition. They could have had a scene where Yennefer puts her own life on the line in front of Ciri, and I guess we kind of do that at the end, but there's nothing really that, to me, it would take time to repair that relationship. And here it's just like she asks for some wine, and that's what breaks the spell, I guess. That's what lets Geralt bring her into the cabin. So it just felt completely unearned. Nothing that happened was all that interesting. I do like Yarpin here, the dwarf guy. He's cool. I like that character. He adds a little bit of levity, and then they're ice skating, which is just weird. You know, they brought ice skates along with them. I don't know. I guess it's just supposed to be cute, but I don't really care. And then Yennefer's like, I need wine, let me in. I'm like, okay, she's just drinking all the time. She just cares about wine, and she's a wine mom, I guess. I don't know. Dinner scene, and then awkward, and oh my god, it's so romantic. I don't care. I really don't. I'm over it. I hate Yennefer at this point. So, you know, that's to me like one of the main members of their cast. I hate the character, and she's always talking with vocal fry. That's when you talk really low and your voice kind of like crumbles, and it's grating to listen to. So I don't like it. I do like Yarpin here being kind of crude and crass. You know, that's funny. That's cool. I like it. But like I said, it's not witty, but it is entertaining. So we got this guy here who's got a bunch of creatures locked up, and he's got a creature that can detect elven blood, and that's just what the wizard Riance needs to find Ciri. And he brings the vial of the blood that he got at the end of the last season, and he somehow knows. Like I hate this thing in movies where like they overhear a conversation and somebody has the perfect thing to say to enter the conversation. Sometimes it works, but in this case, it's like he overhears a part where this guy's like, "Your kind," you know, it picks up the scent of your kind, and if you hear that around the room, you don't know, is he talking to an elf? Is he talking to a dwarf? Like, who is he talking to? And he's just around the corner. He's like, "That's exactly what I need," or something like that. It's like he can see around corners, I guess. I don't know. It just wasn't clever like it was supposed to be. Now we're with the elves, and you know, I don't really care about the elves that much, but Francesca here is the queen of the elves, and she's kind of at odds with this guy who runs the Scoia'tael. She's sending soldiers after Ciri. Everybody's after Ciri, of course, and this guy doesn't know about that, and he's not into it. He just wants to do fights alongside Nilfgaard, which I don't think that's part of the source material. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember hearing about the elves and Nilfgaardians fighting alongside each other. I don't really remember that being a thing, but I guess it is in this universe. So that's what's going on there. There's that conflict there. You know, it's world building stuff. They focus a lot on trying to make it an epic and world building, and you know, I just don't really care. I just want to see Geralt fighting monsters. You know, I don't really care about the whole intrigue. You know, everybody wants Ciri. We're in Redania now. In Redania, they want Ciri as well. We got Philippa here, who's a great character in the source material, and she showed up. She like changes into Raven, I think, and she showed up at the end of the last season. And we got Dijkstra here. I mean, it's good casting with Dijkstra, but yeah, I just, you know, I don't really know if I care about this storyline either. And here we got Philippa and Dijkstra arguing, but I mean, I like the idea here, but again, the script lacks wit, and it lacks subtlety as well. So, you know, I don't know. It's okay. It's fine. It doesn't really work for me. And now they're going to some type of festival, and this just feels like the most pointless storyline. Ciri comes out in a dress, and you know, Geralt's like, I think you need to hide your hair and scars. You know, she's upset about that, and then he says what Ciri wanted to hear to Yennefer, that you look lovely. That's almost clever. I don't know. It's fine. And I like the set dressing here. The festival's cool, but all this scene does is give us the creature that we saw earlier that can track Ciri's scent. And the creature runs into them at the maze. And the scene with the creature in the maze is fine, but we got this whole festival thing. It really, like, that could have happened at the cabin. It could have happened I don't know. It doesn't. There's no purpose to going to this festival other than production design. So I don't know. It's fine, I guess. And this maze scene was underwhelming. There's already screaming happening. They're calling for Ciri, and Ciri's like ignoring them. I don't know. This rolling beetle thing looks cool. I like the creature. The CGI continues to be good. The CGI monsters were pretty strong in the earlier seasons. I like them. That's one thing I can praise. Also, the music I can praise, since I'm saying a lot of negative stuff. Music is good. It definitely takes me to the Witcher world. Not as good as the games, but it is good. And that scene is very quick. It's underwhelming. It doesn't really do a lot other than Ciri tries to use magic and it fails. So it's over really quickly. It wasn't satisfying to me. It's okay. So, and now we have to cook up a plan to hide Ciri from everybody who wants to find her. Here we come up on Jaskier, and he's getting kicked out by a lover who is scorned, and I like that. It's definitely true to his character. I've kind of gotten sick of this character, his portrayal here. He acts the same way in every scene, and the original character I'm a big fan of. I think he's very amusing, as in the games and in the books and stuff. But in the games, like, yeah, he's an idiot, but he's not only an idiot. In this show, he's just an idiot, and it really grates on me over time. In the games, he has a bit of sensitivity. In this show, he doesn't seem to care about anything. So I don't know. He's just always, he's like angry, sarcastic. It gets to be a bit much. There's no depth or anything. I don't really like it. Now we got Radovid, who's the Prince of Redania, and he is tasked to find Ciri, and he's trying to use Jaskier to get to there. And coincidentally, at the same time, Yarpen shows up, trying to get his help. So, I don't know. Everything, we're pretty deep into the episode, and I'm just not really enthusiastic about it. Now we come up to these ruins where there was a statue to an elf who previously led a rebellion against humans and failed. And, all that history. Like, the lore stuff is fine, but it's just like, it's just all dialogue exposition. It's not that exciting, and Ciri's like, I want to unite everyone and peace in the world and whatever, Sure, why not? I don't know. It just sounds boring. Geralt tries to be realistic. I don't know. It's just the writing doesn't really sell anything to me. So Francesca decides out of nowhere that she's actually gonna try to trick this guy. She's like, I'm actually on your side, and then let's team up to go after Ciri. I guess she doesn't really tell him. I don't really know what the scheme is. I don't care about that side of the storyline either. The actress here tries her best, but I'm just not that into like, she's talking about devastation and loss and whatnot, and yeah, she's lost her family and all this stuff, but we're not really feeling it in this moment. That would have been a more powerful thing after having another loss or something. So I don't know, it just kind of feels forced, like we got to set up what the whole goal of the rest of the season is. Whatever. And then the final battle shows up, and everybody converges at the same time because their plan was, let's plant rumors that Ciri's going to go to here. Somehow the elves find it too. I don't know how the elves get here at the same time, but I guess they heard the same rumors. Jaskier, Dandelion, is here for, I don't know why. He does nothing. I don't know why they brought him here at all. He's useless in every sense of the word. We got Renice here, and, he manages to get away in a portal. Geralt goes after him. I gotta say also, Ciri starts off the fight like punching people, and it's like she's outnumbered by a bunch of guys who are all bigger than her and should be able to take her on 1v1, all of them, and she's taking them all out 1v1. She's had some training, but not enough to justify that, and it just looks ridiculous. Like, she's like a 90-pound woman, come on, guys, you gotta try harder than that. And then they get portaled. Geralt and Renice get portaled into this other place. I don't know where they are, and they're having a fight, and it's just not that satisfying. We got this guy who's the spy for Dijkstra, I believe. Dara, he was friends with Ciri, and I don't know. There just wasn't any. I don't know what we're supposed to get out of him seeing Ciri. I don't know what we're supposed to feel there. And then, oh yeah, and this was the part where Geralt throws his sword at the Rhaenys guy, and I don't know why they think the throwing swords looks good. It just doesn't. It's stupid. He's throwing his only means of defense at the enemy for no reason. So that's dumb. And then he breaks the guy's hands because he has to get back through the portal. I guess that works, but it's undone at the end of the episode. They heal him up instantly, so I don't know. He had him dead to rights, right? Why didn't he just try to kill him then? I don't know. I might have to watch it again. But just this fight scene, it just, nobody we care about dies. It doesn't really have any impact for me. I liked Geralt when he's back and he's fighting people. He's killing people, using the signs. The effects are good. It's cool. But then they're like, Jaskier, thank you for helping. You did so much. What did he do? All he did was took an arrow. I don't understand. And then we're like, okay, yeah, I didn't trust you earlier, but now all of a sudden I trust you again for no particular reason, and now we're going to split up, and I'm going to find Rhaenys, and you're going to go train with the witch lady, whose name is slipping my mind right now. Francesca, her brother was killed in the fight. I barely remember that character. And Scoia'tael is very upset with her. Something's going to happen. And then, just all the romance stuff, it falls completely and utterly flat. I don't care. And here's Jaskier, trying to help our guys, but really selling them out to Redania. He's, kind of betraying them. So, I don't like Jaskier anymore. I'm supposed to like him, but I just don't. And that's pretty much the end. They're writing more letters. I hate the letters. I hate them. They're annoying. And Geralt's like, I finally know fear. Well, if you're that scared, I don't know. Do you really want to separate then? I don't know. Like, people are still going to come after her, even if it's not Rhaenys. Like, other people are after her too. I don't know. And then we got the Nilfgaardian king guy, who is, of course, Ciri's father, burning some portraits, except for he wants to leave the portrait of Ciri as a child. So that is the end. Sorry about that. That is the end of the episode. And you know what? It was okay. It was fine. I'm not gonna say it was terrible, but it's not really moving me either. But with that, it's been your boy Shuggy. I will be covering the rest of the episodes. We have 5 episodes, first half of the season, and I'll be kind of doubling them up. So episode 2 and 3 will be one video, and 4 and 5 will be another video. And we'll get through this whole season this weekend. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit me with the subscribe and the like, and let me know your opinions in the comment section. All of that really helps, and I appreciate your support. But with that, it's been your boy Shuggy, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out.